President Miguel Diaz-Canel, Your Excellencies, heads of state and government, I wish to convey my appreciation to Cuba for convening the Group of 77 in China at summit level for the first time. May I also take this opportunity to thank you, Mr. President, for Cuba's outstanding leadership of the group over the past year. Climate change is a threat whose effects are being felt across the globe with increasing intensity. Every region and every country represented in this group is already experiencing the impact of climate change as well as its associated loss and damage. This means that we need to stand together in what we as the Group of 77 and China know best, which is solidarity, to support each other and to speak with one voice at COP28. We need to contribute our best efforts and to act with great urgency. Transformative climate action is taking place alongside our efforts to eradicate poverty and inequality. We should therefore coordinate our positions on the transformation of the global financial architecture and reform the multilateral development banks so that they can support sustainable development where it is needed most. This COP28 must build on the breakthrough at the African COP in Sharm el-Sheikh last year, in which climate action was presented not only as an integral part of broader sustainable development, but also as part of a just transition. The vision of Sharm el-Sheikh is of a whole of society and all of economy transition to achieve more equitable and sustainable societies within a more just world. Climate justice is in the end premised on each party having the sovereign right to choose its own developmental path towards shared objectives. This speaks to the right of developing economies to developmental space. Since developing economy countries are the least responsible for climate change, but the most affected, it is critical that the enabling means of implementation support is provided by countries with developed economies. The G77 in China, representing the overwhelming majority of the world's population who live in developing economy countries, has the opportunity to infuse this vision into the mandate and the scope of the new work program on just transition pathways. We have the opportunity at COP28 to secure a successful first global stock take under the Paris Agreement, to give an honest account of the successes as well as the challenges experienced to date, and to provide forward-looking recommendations on how to do what we agreed better. I would further suggest that the exporters of the strategic minerals and rare earths required to drive green development need to work together to ensure that the new economy is fairer, more equitable, and offers equal opportunity for all. Our natural resources need to advance the sustainable development of our people. We need to address the issues of skills and technology transfer, access to climate change adaptation and mitigation technologies should not be the commercial preserve of just a few, but should be treated as a global public good. We should forge a united platform against unilateral, coercive, and trading distorting measures under the guise of climate action. And these include carbon border taxes that have the effect of reversing the climate finance flows to the global north. We need to reframe the climate action narrative to better address the realities of developing economy countries with a view of giving appropriate recognition to their rights and to acknowledge their contributions to the global fight against this existential threat. As I conclude, I would also like us here as the G77, countries that know what acting in solidarity is all about, to act in solidarity in remembering the suffering of the people of Palestine, the people who are now being subjected to acts of genocide, where more than 16,000 people have already been killed in a most cruel fashion, where in an unprecedented way more than 4,000 children have died and many more have war wounds inflicted on their fragile bodies. The people of Palestine, particularly in Gaza, need to live in peace. And it is for this reason that we are demanding that there should be a ceasefire, and that the ceasefire should happen now to stop the slaughter of people in Gaza. I thank you.